Taking it easy, huh? Now you're playing it smart. You know, Thorne, it's really funny our looking so exactly alike. What's so funny about it? Nothing for you. Well, I've been here a week. You up on your homework yet? Enough. What happens now? What do you think? How long do you think you can get away with it? Why don't you use your head? I am. As long as I'm stuck with one that looks like the DA's, I may as well make use of it. How does it feel to look like a crook? Strange feeling, isn't it? You know, I can't get over it. Every time I look at you, it's like looking into a mirror. Almost as if you were me and I were you. Or as if we were brothers, twins. Ever have a brother? No. Neither did I. We're probably not even distantly related. Just an accident. Nature got careless and used the same old twice. And yet it's a funny feeling, all right. In a way, I'll hate to see you get bumped off. That's nice of you.
Doing here in the dark? What happened?
Thorne tried to jump me.
Wait outside.
What are you going to do about the body?
I'll take care of it. After I get through with you. Here we are. Come on, get the lead out of your feet. We're wasting time. This'll do. Come on, give me a hand. A little shove on it, do it. Watch it. There she goes. Well, that does it. You ready? Gonna mush you up a little bit. Just enough to make it look good when they pick you up. Just lay still, pal. Don't go away. I'll have him here for you in a few minutes. Hey, babe, you better get an ambulance out here right away. I just seen a bad accident. Highway 3, half a mile west of Nix. Oh, me? Just passing by. A good Samaritan, you might say.
You got a pretty bad bump, but no bones broken. If you take it easy, you'll be okay. If there's anything you want, just holler. We have some beautiful nurses.
After I get rid of the police force here, I don't want any competition.
Oh, he's just in here on business, he says. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Well, Lieutenant?
Hi, Carney. Or should I say Mr. Thorne. How does it feel to be DA?
It hurts. Your boys play rough.
Oh, that couldn't be helped. But I guess Uncle told you. We had to make it look real. It's no cinch to fool a doctor.
Or anyone else.
That's right. And that's where I come in. You may know a lot about Thorne, but not enough. Anytime you get stuck and need some help, I'll be around to feed you the right answers and help you cover up. Right now, there's a batch of reporters waiting to see you, including a chick by the name of McCormick that you're supposed to have a yen for.
Yeah, I know, little Martha. I've been doing my homework. What's she like?
Not bad. You can give her a big pitch. She's been plenty worried about you. She's probably so glad you're still breathing she won't notice anything. Or if she does, I think it's because you're in pretty bad shape.
Not that bad. I think I can fool her.
Well, if you can fool her, you can fool anybody.
Except you.
That's right. And don't you forget it. From now on in, brother, you're taking orders from me.
What about Locke?
Never going to see him again. Nor anyone else, except me. Get it?
Got it.
Okay, I'll let him in now. In case you get stymied and need some help, remember, you've just been in a bad accident. And you don't remember too good.
Anytime it's convenient, my mind is a blank.
That's the idea. You can come in now, but take it easy. Mr. Thorne is still in a pretty weak condition.
Bob,
Hello, Martha. Where have you been? I was beginning to wonder when I'd get company. Now it looks as though I've hit the jackpot.
It's not too much for you. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Do you feel up to giving us a story?
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. I understand from Lieutenant Wall you've been told about the kidnapping. They jumped me just as I got into my car.
How many of them were there?
I didn't see anyone. They sapped me from behind.
Where did they take you?
To a house. Where it is or what it looks like from the outside, I have no idea. I didn't regain consciousness till I found myself in the room where I spent the entire time.
Were there windows in the room?
No, I couldn't see outside.
How about the kidnappers? Didn't you ever see them?
Yes, but they were masked. I don't believe I could identify them.
What was their purpose in kidnapping you? If they're going to kill you, why hold you a week?
I don't know. They must have had the reasons. Whatever they were, they never explained them to me. They just kept me locked in that room all week. Then they blindfolded me and put me in a car. We drove along for a while, and the car went into a skid on a turn. Felt it go off the road. We were falling. Next thing I knew, I woke up in this bed.
It's as though Mr. Thorne can't give you much help. Think you've got anything to go on?
We're working on it.
You didn't see or hear anything that would give us a clue.
Maybe I did, but I can't remember. Since the accident, things are sort of fuzzy. I find myself forgetting things I should know. Maybe they'll come back to me later.
Well, if they
I'm
should...
afraid that'll be all. Mr. Thorne is getting tired.
So long, Mr. Thorne.
Take care of yourself.
That means everybody.
Bob, can I see you alone?
Well,
Some other time, Miss McCormick. Doctor's orders.
All right. Doctor.
Nice going, Mr. Thorne.
hello, Martha. What's this for?
What did you do with Bob Thorne?
Who do you think I am?
Don Carney?
Sure.
Well, if you're not, then what about that story at the hospital? What about your behavior?
That was for Wall's benefit, Mr. Locke's. It's a little game I'm playing till I get the evidence I need.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I was kidnapped and brought here by John Jones, alias Joe Turner, otherwise known as the Knuckle. One of Locke's boys who killed Carney by mistake, taking him for me. I could pick him up for that murder, but not without tipping the fact that I'm not Carney to Mr. Locke and Mr. Wall. Both of whom are much more important to me at the moment, especially Mr. Locke. Will you be a good girl and put away that gun before you kill your husband-to-be?
Why should I believe you? That's a good story you're telling if it's the truth. It's a better one if you're lying.
Now, wait a minute. Remember our first date? I brought you orchids and you were allergic.
If you're Don Carney, you could have found that out.
And on our second date, we went dancing. You were teaching me the jitterbug and your heel came off.
You could have found that out, too.
And on our third date...
Oh, Bob.
Sure it's not Don?
Positive.
Will you give me that gun? Come on, let's go.
And we just want you to know how happy we are to have you back with us again.
I'm happy to be back again. You're a swell bunch of girls, and I want to thank you very much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of work to catch up on. Will you take care of these for me?
Yes, Mr. Thorne. Good morning, Lieutenant.
Hello?
How am I doing?
You're in. Matter of fact, I don't think you're going to need much help from me. Just to play it safe.
Hereby request the transfer of Lieutenant Wall to the office of the district attorneys for special duty.
Put your John Henry on that, and I'll move in where I'll be handy all the time, without anybody getting nosy.
Smart idea. Whose was it, Locke's?
I get a few ideas myself now and then.
Like knocking off Ace Oliver?
What do you know about that?
Only what I read in the files.
Anything in there?
Not much, but it's easy to figure. Locke dealt Oliver out, so he decided to turn canary. Before he could sing a note, somebody shut him up for good. Friend of yours, maybe.
And start earning your dough. I got a little job for you.
Call it.
There's a lug in the clink by the name of Cooley.
The Rose murder? What about him?
Needs a change of climate. See that he gets it.
What's the heat? Can't be for just bumping off a dame. Oliver?
Look, Connie, that's a bad habit you're getting into. And don't be making noises like a DA when I'm around, or you won't be playing DA much longer. Just do as you're told. Don't ask why or whose idea it is. Understand?
6 languages, Mr. Cooley takes a walk. Mind if I ask one question?
Go ahead.
How? After all, it's no secret there's enough against Cooley to convict him if the jury was all deaf, dumb, and blind. Might be a little difficult to explain my suddenly dropping all charges against him. What'll I say? He was really a good boy at heart and didn't mean any harm?
That's your problem. Got a better way?
Maybe. How are his teeth?
His teeth.
Has he been having any trouble with them? If he has, perhaps he should see a dentist. Of course, there's no dentist on the premises of our local Bastille. But there's no reason why a visit to one couldn't be arranged.
Yeah, then anything could happen. Cooley could escape or...
Get a bullet in his back for attempted escape.
Figure all the angles, don't you?
I have to.
Okay, I'll get a request from Cooley to be taken to the dentist. You'll have to sign the order. By the way, you do all right with that signature. I'd even pass it on a check.
So would the bank. They did this morning.
Uh-oh. That'll do it. Forgery's a mean rap. Well, see you in jail, brother.
Well, any luck?
They want Cooley out of the way for some reason. Can't be just the Peggy Ford deal.
You think it's Oliver?
Tried to get it out of Wall, but he wouldn't give.
Well, he's already given plenty. Isn't that enough?
It's all hearsay. It's not direct evidence. Wouldn't stand up in court. Anyway, Locke's my pigeon. The rest are just stooges.
It might work at that.
What?
I've got a pigeon of my own.
Oh. Oh. Why don't you shut up? Oh, I'm dying. This tooth is killing me. That's rough, Ted. Oh.
All right, you can give it a rest. You're going to the dentist.